Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to more LCS VoD reviews this time around. As we're doing the playoff series, I will say I'm going a little bit out of order. It's a little bit late, and I'm doing the series that was far more interesting first while I'm still awake, so I can put more energy into this one. FlyQuest versus NRG, as Dig versus 100 Thieves was a bit of a stomp. This was a 3-1 in FlyQuest's favor. Curious to see how they got it done. That said, thanks so much for all the support. I've recently become partner on YouTube. Thanks to all you. So all the likes, comments, and subs helped out. Feel free to drop more if you guys have been enjoying the content. And follow me everywhere at CubbyXX, especially on Twitch, where I stream these live. You can ask your questions in the chat. So that being said, let's dive on in. All right, game one. FlyQuest NRG. I will say, win cons, I feel like NRG as a team, their solution is to fight shit. So I'm okay seeing them take comps where they can fight. I also think that their solo laners have not been having the best split. So, honestly, this is a draft. I feel like it's okay for them. With that said, Karma goes so incredibly hard here. And I really think taking something like Karma into this is really good. So, we first pick Ezreal. We can use that as a flex, but once Azir is flashed, then we get Quid on Orianna. Quid's really good at mages. Quid is a good player, but I think that Quid's mage play is actually really, really strong. So, I do think this is a sneaky, decent patch for FlyQuest. Just not a lot of people know about Quid. Do we have Vi picked up too? I really like Vi Ori into this. I think this is a really good response and a really good start for FlyQuest. We can kind of stretch the map. Taking the Kong. I don't love Kong into Vi. I do think Kong's decent at pressuring Ezreal. And Rakan helps. So I will say that. Rumble Renata taken away. You can play Karma and Renata, by the way. I find that interesting. That tells me that they wanted something different. With Ezreal. They probably wanted Nautilus. And again, Nautilus makes you really low damage. Maybe they wanted... I don't know what they wanted, actually. That's interesting. Wukong, Rakan. I think Rakan helps quite a bit this draft, but I think that Vi ends up being really valuable this draft. Everything that we end up drafting, I think Vi is really valuable new. I mean, we play Vi into Wukong pretty easily. I think Vi has a lot of good interactions with Rakan as well. Cassante blinded, and then a Karma. Cassante does fill a couple of gaps of this team, just holding the line to play back. And then it's Sion picked up, so not really taking a counter into Cassante. I find Sion kind of weird in the Karma. We're just going to try and throw a bowling ball in to break shit, but I guess we only have one person that can catch Sion ults, so that might be the thought. I don't know if I'd love it, though. I don't know what my answer would be in Dokless Pool. I mean, unironically, Jace. I think we're just a little bit scared to play Jace into Vi. But I think Jace is actually fine here. I think Dokla can play Jace. I don't love Gnar, but anyway. Alright. Game one. Louis drops early ward. Oh yeah, I mean, they're trying to go for lane swap, which I guess in the Karma Ezreal is fine, but you're going to lose push and lose lane swap if you do decide to go for it. I want standard lanes to find FlyQuest here. I think standard lanes are really good. Oh, wait. Funny one from Jonathan. Okay, so it is a lane swap. See, I don't even love NRG. We have Ashe, level 1. If we're going to swap... Which, it's not scouted. I mean, I will say Blippo's waiting on his top side, which I think is good. But we have Ashe and Sion level 1. You can walk in and get shit. I kind of want NRG to go, play for this, you know? I don't know why NRG doesn't try and use this. I think they might be scared of Karma Ezreal, whose level 1 is also really, really good. So maybe they're worried that FlyQuest guessed the swap. But you still have, like, Scion is so good level 1. And you can suicide Scion and it's fine. So I don't know, I actually don't love this. I think that if you're going to go for this, it's also important to, like, be on the wave early. We'll see if they get any XP out of Blippo. Can you, like, deny any XP? Yeah, they don't. He gets all 3. Yeah, I think NRG, like, hard lost the swap already. I'm going to be honest. Like, Blippo's getting everything. It's still a better swap scenario here. Okay, they're going to bring... Lucio should take this. Good. Good. That's fine. Doko's going to soak. It's fine. I actually think that... Okay, Masa just plays away. Okay. It's whatever. I'm not... Never mind. I mean, Blippo just get... Like, he's soaking all the experience. I know Doko's level 3. Like, they weren't able to show Blippo off anything, so... I still think it's quite bad. Lucio getting the kill isn't quite ideal, but it's fun. I really like the Karma pick this game. I really like the Karma pick this game. Okay, good news for Contracts that he does get a lot of farms, so... We did sacrifice a little bit for Inspired's game in order to make this play happen. I still think it's fine. Blippo's game is chill. That's what matters to me. Yeah, Quad's doing a really nice job in this lane. He went Comet and is up CS with a wave coming into him. Okay, Ash Hawk shot the scout. Sign going down again. We force Battlefox out. Again, Busio tanks this. Oh, he could have taken one more. It's fine. Okay, they at least get Blippo. We're gonna look at bottom left here. I mean, Blippo can't do much else there. So Doko, I mean, still gets to sack everything. The lane swap scenario is like kind of meh. I still just really favor where we're at right now as FlyQuest, like given that Blippo. What, like, I feel like Scion's always going to get more in a swap scenario. The fact that Blippo is even in CS and XP is overachieving. Okay, so... Did they swap? No. They're still going to commit to this. Should be Grubs for Drake. That's fine. I don't think Grubs matters too much when you're up against a Scion. In comp, we're not the boss. Dokwa is getting zoned off. Okay, again, this is really big. Dokwa is getting zoned off here. Whereas Blippo is catching. This is really big. Yeah. I really, really like the karma that FlyQuest brought out. I would be very wary of this. This is something that Busio and Masu have been playing all split. I do think Busio's karma is very good. Yeah. Ooh. We'll play from quad here. So he's going to use that to buy space. And then he's going to react flush. Gets chunk too. Well played by quad. Really well played from quad. NRG, like, they don't get anything off that trade. They lose out. Like, at least they trade flashes. It's easy to rinse and repeat, I feel like, with Azir. But, again, quad really overachieving in this lane. And, yeah, Blippo, yeah, you can see the circles coming out. Blippo's now up. Pretty much a level and 3/4. And the turret's gone. See, this is a little bit curious to me from NRG. They get Ashe the long lane. I feel like it's more important to get Scion this wave bot. and then actually play the waves out even. I don't think you win the waves when you play out even, but they're going to keep on falling behind in this scenario. What? Okay, so they sent bot mid. Wow, they really hate Sion. I think Palafox catching this wave here when it's so low is fine. I do think, though, that after you play this mid wave, if you are NRG, you have to send this top. Like, right now, we're sending bot lane top. We are sending Azir mid, and then we're sending Sion bot after this. And the fact they don't, we're just going to sack away for free, and then continue to just fuck Sion. Because he's not even going to TP out, like, back to... Oh, no. Okay, he does. Still, like, Sion's in the shit spot. And Masu kind of gets the free scale. Also, while all this is going on and Dogo's still getting pushed around, Whippo just catches a fucking Omega Wave for free. So we're a minute away from Grubs. So, like... See if I can offer an alternative here. For NRG. I think this game's already hard for them. And I think I know. So the one is to actually send bot up top. I mean, I will say... I can't see the last time they spotted Inspired. When was the last time they spotted Inspired? Here. Wukong took his top side. Yeah, honestly, I think there's an angle here where after... Right here, if you rotate, you can get a 3v2 top side. Keep it like... because Contracts was the one that took FlyQuest topside camps... There's actually an angle here where, like, if Vi's probably not going to be on the side of the map where there are no camps. And it's really well warded here for FlyQuest on the top side, but you could, again, rotate your bot lane up and actually, like, try and find a 3v2. Quad is the best mid laner right now. He has the highest ceiling at the moment. I don't think so, but he has been good. I do think this patch helps him more than fans realize, because most fans are just not as familiar with Quad. I think this patch was actually really good for Quad. Not that he was bad on marksman by any means. I just think it's good. Good sidestep from Quad. There was an arrow thrown out by FBI. I just saying, like, hey, we can maybe pressure or dive topside. That angle was there. But we're keeping bot lane mid. We aren't swapping this. Instead, we're going to... Okay. If you swap Quad and Palafox on these teams, does NRG win? I don't know. Maybe they win one more game. Who knows? Scaling. I do think that NRG gets outscaled this game. So I also don't love, like, creating these, like, windows of inactivity. I think the only one that, like, has real scaling advantage is the Kong. Whereas, like, I really favor the FlyQuest core. Nice flash by Inspired. I don't love the ult from Quad. I see the goal, though. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, okay. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, I mean, this... I mean, I feel like Hui was slow on this play. Quad popping the ult, I do think was poor. But, like, because that misses, Contracts can't get in now. Busia... This was nothing went right here for NRG. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone on NRG mechanically botched this play. Outside of, like, Contracts and FBI, who couldn't play it, because all the other three mechanically botched the play. I mean, this is pretty brutal. Yeah, this is not okay. I'm not. I don't have anything else. This game's like already pretty over. I'll be honest. Nice play from Blippo and Inspired to kill Palafox when he landed. That was not a good TP. It was sus, but like Hui also like tried to flash and then dropped a ward and like then missed his combo. At least if he hits that, like him and Contracts can maybe do something. Did you kill Quad afterwards? Okay, we'll see if we get a replay on how Quad died, because that's poor. I don't know exactly how that happened. I mean, they do secure top turret off this pretty much. But Quad going down is bad there. Oh, they leave it up. All right. All right, here I'm going to drop my cam. See how Quad dies. Oh, nice flash by Contracts. It's still the shutdown goes over to Hui. Oh, no. Also, I'm happy to see the Trinity Force Wukongs. This guy does abuse Triforce really well. I actually don't think Doko's playing that bad. I think it's whatever this game. I don't think he's had a great split. He's been fine this game. But that... I mean, like, when that arm misses, I mean, like, the fight's... like, that fight's not on him. That fight's on, like, Hui and Palafox, mostly. But also, his R is poor. I understand, like, wanted to stay close to the team, but still poor. I don't know what we're drawing or talking about here, but there's no way that NRG can play this. Like, they just get bullied off mid. FPI's chunked. Cubby, are you subbed to LCS? No. The only people I sub to on Twitch are Travis and Kelsey Moser. So my two bosses. I'm corporate. Kelsey's an ex-boss, but, you know, we always have support Kelsey. One pro view for every match to subs? Never mind. I'm going to sub to LCS. This is a fine Herald for FlyQuest. I mean, again, I think this game's pretty easy for them from here. Like, for me, their comp has scaling advantage. I know it's a small thing. I actually kind of like that Masu took the Herald. I also like how it was a Mikhail's and we saved Masu Cleanse. Mikhail's is a... Like, Mikhail's job this game is for Ashult. And so by saving Masu Cleanse, he can cleanse other stuff on his own. Actually a decent system. I at least appreciate that. The remnants of Ren. Quad gets top all the way in. Palafox has a TP here. I think we group early as NRG. We don't have our sweeps up yet. And we just drop both side lanes. I mean, you can't play out 4 lanes when you're behind, but, like, we're playing out 1 lane now. And I think that, like, we can at least get Palafox to pick up this bot wave here, by the way. Yeah, I think Palafox should be on this bot wave. Like, just fix that. Keep it even. Get yourself some, like, some non-split XP and shit. Nice Mikhails from Busio. Like, Busio played this really well. I mean, Jesus Christ almighty. This game is so fucking over. Palafox just got 1v1s too? Or 2v1s? Oh my goobers. Karma Ezreal, baby. Nice read. Nice read from FlyQuest. I mean, I think Karma Ezreal was really high value picks this game. Wow, this game was not close. I mean, I do really think that NRG, like, I didn't like a lot of things from this game by NRG. Yeah, that's competitive. Oh, oh man. Like, in the 4v3, just really nice Mikhails and flash from Busio and really good hold from Blippo. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit too easy. I don't know what we're drawing here, but, you know. Next game. I mean, good, like, pretty good game from FlyQuest. Fruit, Clark. NRG tried to force a comp they used to be good at, and they got completely rolled. I mean, the Rift Herald fight was botched really hard. Or second Grubs. That fight in this, like, topside river was botched really hard. It was botched really hard. I do like the cleaver this game from Vi. It helps two people with damage, and you are going to be on Sion and Wukong, who both get armor stacks. So I know it's usually a Sundered Sky. I do really like the cleaver build from Inspired, actually. I think it's really smart. Horizon Focus second on Ori is, I mean, it's whatever. I don't love, but... Oh my god, they just ate him for breakfast. Up 2 levels. Yeah, Jesus. I mean, I can't really blame Palafox for this one. Nice W from Blippo. I think Palafox, instead of going for the auto there, I think that you R him into the wall, and then you keep your Sand Soldiers in line before he Ws, because he goes for autos. He doesn't chain the R. So that allows for Blippo to go unstoppable. So if you keep the CC chain going, then I think you have more of a chance, but it's all good. Game's over. Oh, goddamn it, Blippo. You love the camera. I gotta somewhat respect it. Oh my god. I mean, that was too deep from Inspired, but nice 3-men. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. Where's Hui in this? So Hui's just hunting. Yeah, no one can reach that from Inspired. Really nice combo, though, from Quad Blippo. Alright. Oh, Jesus, Blippo. Wow, that's really well played. Wow, that's really well played. Yeah, he can die. He can... I mean, it is a 1-for-1. That looked fucking good, though. That looked hot. It looked really hot. Quad's just not in range for the entirety of this fight. I think Quad... Oh, I guess he's trying to get that... Yeah, Quad's just never in here. I see from Dokla. They even got Quad's flash. Alright, so a little bit deep here from FlyQuest, but they get the camps. And they get the Drake. And they trade it up. Boopo's already up 2 levels. They don't really care if he goes down. Quad's gonna go... Okay. I mean... I can't blame Hui for fishing like this, but... it's just tough timing. We must bush Wookie them. It's about the only option we have. Oh? This isn't bad. Honestly, I think this attempt's okay from NRG. I thought I don't think Hui gets quite enough here. But I don't hate the attempts. It's just so hard at this point. Yeah, a little bit. Cover all their bases, though, because contracts flank would have been devastating from even gold. I mean, they did an okay job of covering their bases. Hui kind of overforced that. Well, Boopo had a really nice game. Boopo had a really nice game. Wow. Blippo was so big this game, actually. Jesus. Well played. Alright, good job, FlyQuest. GG's. That early game was really big from them. Alright, game 2. See how the bear won. First pick, Lilia. Wait. Was this a blind bear? No, it was not a blind bear. Okay. Dude, they insta-swap. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it here. You want to see Umti Kiana this weekend? No. I did ask a player about Kiana, though.
Timing could be great, but like you said,
Wars and Matt, thanks for the follow. Alright, game 2. Lilia first pick with Renekton and Corki, so some decent lane prio. It's MF Azir flashing, so a lot of, more lane prio and Wombo. And then the bear. That bear was always going into Renekton. So then we pick Viego. Ziggs Callista being taken away in MF. I don't love the Ziggs ban here. I know that Ziggs is thematically really strong into these 3 champs. But I do think that there's a world where... never mind. Ziggs ban's fine. Ziggs ban's fine. I was going to say that there's a world where like they overdose on magic damage. I get 2 more jungle bans into Lilia. I will say some of the junglers that are good in Lilia are taken off the board. We're down a few options here if we are inspired. I'm going to somewhat advocate for a Poppy. Because I think Poppy Azir is a really good combo. It does make our game like very pick focus, but it actually synergizes really well with MF Azir, and you can try and pick Lilia. I will also advocate for Nautilus. Because, again, I think playing for picks against Lilia and then having Naut plus Viego is actually pretty big. So, I don't love FlyQuest draft. I also think, I mean, if we're playing into Lilia, taking Ornn here is so good, actually. Like, we have set up for MF. I think that if we see this, like, later on in... like a Lilia Renekton Open, I'm really wondering if we see Ornn, because obviously we're going to take Bear, like he has more prio early, but like for me, when we're playing against Lilia, I really want to find ways to pick Lilia, and Lilia is first picked, short range, we can interact from range, very short ranged, short ranged, short ranged. I don't know how we ended up with this into a first pick Lilia. So that's why for me, or not, is so much stronger in this scenario, because we actually have ways to like find Lilia and pick her later on. Now let's see what VoD brings. You don't have with Ornn or Cassante. Cassante loses lane to Renekton, Ornn loses lane to Renekton. Volibear can actually contest a win lane against Renekton. That's the difference. In the group, you're correct. So, yeah, I didn't love this draft from FlyQuest. Also, like, if we have Ornn here, by the way, we can't afford to take something like Braum here, which would be pretty solid into somewhat showing. Just, you need main engage when you're going to run Braum. If Braum is main engage, I think you're kind of fucked in a lot of games, especially this one. So, yeah, I do think that the Maokai events were quite good from NRG, so props to them. But, yeah. I didn't love this draft from FlyQuest. They really need to win lane here. Also, I just want to say, every major league, they will flash runes in some way, shape, or form. LCS is not. I selfishly, I think that's not a huge deal for like a lot of viewers, but for me, selfishly, I would really like to see it. I really like knowing what the pros tech. I have some opinions and biases. I'm sure others do too. LCS has the plugin that you can do runes. Yeah, but not everyone watches from LCS. Really nice flash here from Boostio. It saved a lot of damage on the Masu. It's a really good play from Hui to actually net that. I also think that in the Dignitas series, they should deny Hui and Leona. It just allows Hui to play like a maniac. Which, that's Leona gaming for you. Folklores are early on. I will say Viego did skip over Wolves, but I think that's because bot lane is getting pushed in, so he wants to make sure he gets all of his camps. I think Volley is fine here. I don't. I think that you have terrible ways to interact with Lilia this game. Also, like, it's Tank Bear, which is just kind of underwhelming. Like, outside of lane, Volley is poo-poo. Unless the fight, like, gets really sloppy. And Lilia wants long fights. And show runes. Wouldn't it be nice as a caster to be able to comment on that in the early game? I mean, I definitely, because we started flashing runes more in NACL, I definitely had to do more homework on runes. All right, we lose the flip. So this is scouted by NRG, which is nice. They got a nice word in here. So props to contracts. It was mirrored clears. So contracts, he got kind of a super clear down, right? So he's at 36. And he gets to go topside. Now he is scouted here. Buppo doesn't find this though. I mean, it's for sure pick for lane dominance. I mean, I also just don't know why Buppo didn't send it here. Because, like, Doku had 6 off 1 creep. So now, like, when they send it, it's kind of bad. And the stun into the E from contracts is really good. Buppo doesn't buffer it. And he's kind of dead on my screen right now. Also, nice juke from Dokla. Yeah, I mean, this... Yeah. I do like a lot of Buppo's picks. I don't like this one. Yeah, they could lose 2v1, even if they're there. Also, like, Renekton is so fucking... Like, again, we showed Lilia Renekton early, and we just picked 0 range in with his Flight Plus. I don't get it. I don't know. Viego's in the champ to gank early, but I feel like this is your match plan to have a good top lane match. If you put him ahead early, oh, yeah, I see. I mean, Ornn brings great gank assist, too. Like, 100 Thieves pretty much won 2021 playing Ornn top with, like, Lee Sin Viego. And setting top laners behind. I just, like, in a game with Renekton Lilia, I think that these champs really scale off of range and being range gated. And you just grant them all the range in the world. With, like, you pick a comp that just has 0 fucking range. When these two champs were showed this early, like, that's why I don't like this. I mean, I would have rather seen Jax, by the way. Like, I like Jax and Renekton. I know you don't win that matchup early, and that's pretty bad against Lilia, but, like, I like that. Really nice revisit here from Contracts. I wonder if it's delete shield. It is a good pick. It is a good pick. You get a lot of pressure early on. I mean, okay, so I like the revisit a lot from NRG. It's a good force from Lucio mid onto Palafox, but he gets the kill, which is a bit of a bummer. Still nice flash. He ends up going down. So it's, you know, NRG trading up, given that Palafox does have TP. Also, Quad, I don't know if he had PTA or not, because it looked like he was getting fleet procs, but if he had PTA, like, doesn't Azir just not apply PTA? Anyway, this swap ends up being really, really good for NRG. I really appreciate this swap from them. They get topside camps. So, like, this is so good for contracts here. Because look at, like, Inspired in the jungle. Like, yes, he takes away the wraps, but, like, then you get top play. You get to take Viego's topside camps, and Viego gets behind now. I mean, I see PTA on quad. So I thought this was like a bug, like he took fleet, and then Corki had PTA, which is also a little weird. Regardless, yeah, I don't know. It was weird to me. But yeah, I really like that move from Contracts to take, like, just to go topside there. He gets the kill, he gets enemy camps, he takes grubs. He's in pretty good shape right now. Like, Inspired's a little bit sad, because now Contracts gets to clean up some of his own camps. So he's going to be ahead off this clear. It looks even right now, but like Contracts is ahead for me. Also, Treads really like pretty damn good this game. Volibear is like kind of split damage. Yeah, I mean to be fair to Busio, I do think their game's hard. But yes, this is where he sits here quite a bit. This was a good play. I like the play attempts. I do. It's a good sweep onto the Viego though. Well played here by Quad. Really like the E and the Q. It's mechanically well done. And yeah, FlyQuest they get a lot, but Zoko just gets an inner turret for himself. And again, I think FlyQuest are kind of forced to fish for this and forced to look for shutdowns. But Renekton getting this big, it's really good for Renekton this game. Renekton is a problem this game. Again, FlyQuest took a very low range composition. Renekton interacts really well with everyone this game. This replay went long. I don't really know how this play or how we got the map state like this. Personally, I mean, we're giving Quad the long lane. Because we have no turrets, so he was likely able to clean up quite a bit. Contracts give some camps get down here from the looks of things. Either that or he denied inspired more. I'm not sure, frankly. Either way, it's a pretty fucking free dive. Cleaver Renekton gonna feel so good this game with Corky Jin behind you. That's the other thing. Like, I think, like, I know that there's a lot of Renekton hate out there. I think that Renekton is, like, the items that Renekton gets to build this season are so fucking good. With, like, the AP junglers, we go Cleaver with double marksman. Like, fuck yes. Sterax is OP. And then, like, we are Renekton, so we get to be ahead and we get to these items first. Like, and then if we draft a comp like this and Renekton gets to interact with everyone, I really think Renekton's, like, I'm very pro Renekton this split. I have been for the vast majority of the year, but especially this split. His items are just too good. Even the Stride Breaker build is, like, fine. I think this is a good game, though, for the Cleaver build. Just give him double marksman and tank topside. What the fuck? Okay, so it's a flash and FBI. FBI's down flash, so could find Busio. I just don't know how we're there as NRG. I don't know why I'm watching this fight. Nice setup from Masu. I feel like the slow from Masu kind of found that. I do think it's worth saying that FBI is ahead right now. When are we seeing Locket Varus mid? They're nerfing it in the next patch now. I'm glad that more people are figuring out this Varus chant, man. Like, his W is not okay. And we've seen some more marksmen in NACL especially build the Nashers on it, because some of the ratios you get are filth. You can still play that champ, like, poke-wise. You have to go Nashers. You're really range gated still. I think if we see it in any matchups, it's going to be against a blind Zeri. Because you're really, like, auto and R reliant to get your Blight stacks. Smolder mid in the Varus? Or, like, Varus into Smolder mid? Yeah, that's doable. Again, like, you just have to be able to auto. So if you do play in this area, like, you are going to be really range gated. Or, I mean, you got to be just a little bit careful. Like, Zeri has a lot of push early, so, like, you do make sacrifices in that matchup, but if you build that and you're able to get, like, to 2-3 items as Varus, you hit like a fucking truck these days. Especially if you go for, like, the Rageblade Nashers later on. I know that Rageblade, I don't think is, like, all, like, in the Locket build. It's mostly, like, tank. You just go Nashers for the damage. And kind of just, like, get tanky shit so that you can play around it, but, yeah. Okay. FlyQuest feel like they can't fight right now. This is a Drake where it would be third for them. Drake was taken a little bit later on. Honestly, we haven't really talked about scaling in this game. I mean, I think that NRG outscales. I think that NRG outscales pretty much everywhere, like outside of Alistar. I don't exactly know how tank fully works here. I think this pick is a decent chance. But they get shredded because Lily is here. So, again, like, this is kind of weird for me. Like, if FlyQuest is going for this, Inspired is on the top side of the map. Boosted is hovering the top side of the map. It feels like we're on two different pages here. Like, we did just take Dragon, and we're looking for a play, like, on the next wave. It feels kind of weird to me. Tank Fully is useless if you can kill it. If you keep on getting W's off, you can do a lot. It's useless in the double marksman, though. It did look useless this game. I also hear, like, we're just throwing everything into Leona. I mean, I appreciate we at least get something. I think they're going to force, yeah. Again, I think the FlyQuest had to make something happen, so I was kind of fine with this play. I think the bot play was bad. I think this play was fine. Lucio shouldn't flash here. She just accept death. I mean, this is a really good play for FlyQuest, frankly, given the game state. We got greedy-ass bases, though. Again, I think that if we just fucking run as FlyQuest, it's fine. Like, trying to take the shit is really bad. Livia's skill is very low against this comp. Yes, it's filth. Also, Palafox getting in there. Yeah, I like removing the Barons. I think that's actually kind of worth the flash. It is the next play for FlyQuest, though. Yeah, that is the right play and a good call from FlyQuest. They should have retreated to the turret. That is a little bit of hindsight, Harry, but, like, where are you base? Quad has the right base because Quad's base doesn't give Lilia the free ball. That's why Quad got back. Like, even if they base, like, up here, by the way, see the X in the minimap? Like, if they base, like, over the wall, then Lilia can't throw a ball in from here. Right? So, for me, it's just a lazy base. Because, like, that's the one way that Lilia and NRG could actually reach. Honestly, not bad from FlyQuest. I think that NRG is in too deep here. It's just a little bit of a bummer that Quad didn't catch contracts as well. Yeah, I thought this is, yeah. That was well done. Guys, the bear runs the Corky. Jin. Hooray. Yeah, I mean, again, like, Quad basing here can't get hit. If we exit here and, like, we ignore this, Kind of pee-pee poo-poo. Nice W from FBI. FBI did have a really nice game. I saw a couple teams like FBI was on the all pro for spawns list because he couldn't vote for Yawn when I looked at the ballots, and I was really happy to see that actually. I legitimately think FBI had a good year in both spring and summer. I had him on my all pro list for spring. I really feel like FBI was not the problem. I still feel like FBI is a very strong player. Mountain Dragon is really nice for NRG. I mean, Mountain, obviously, like, resistances, they scale off, resistance that you build. Denying them for fly is big, but also I think getting a couple mountains on, like, carries can just be really big, and it's a lower damage game. So I do think this Drake's, like, really big for them. Also interacts really well with stuff where, like, you're able to heal, so, like, stuff like Renekton. Renekton really likes Mountain Drakes, right? Just have more effective health, harder to get through if you get extra heals off. Wasn't explosive or impactful this season. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's meta, though, where FBI's like always been able to prove himself, and I do really feel like he had a good year. It's like that and like Aphelios meta, right? Like his Aphelios is fantastic. I thought he played really well this year. All right, I don't know why Doke was here. Like, blue buff is spawning. I think the Ian's just bad. Like, his team's playing around Baron, And then they don't do Baron. So this is poor. Contracts to find a team. Yeah, I hope so, too. I mean, we'll see. You never know what NRG is going to do. If they run it back as 5, they're ballistic. I think there's a 0% chance that happens. But we'll see. Guys, Leona Global Taunt was a little bit strong here. Actually, Leona got murked. It's fine. FBI played this fight really well. I think getting inspired here was big. I don't love where Inspired's at in this fight. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we've seen some fights where FlyQuests are split. I know Contracts flashing here to split up the fight. But I wonder if there's a window here for Inspire to get off the Q on Leona. So, like, we're able to at least trade stun for stun. As a, Leona player, that's the play. In trades, I think there was a window for him to get stun for stun down. I think it makes a huge difference, but maybe, like, we can at least get the fight on Contract side. Because I think Inspired going in here is the mistake. I think I want Inspired here, and then if Contracts goes golden, we can actually draw a line with Blippo defending this, and then we have our other 4 carries around a wall, and it's hard for NRG to get involved. I think that's the play. So I actually think this fight's kind of on. If Inspire's able to trade stun for stun with Dokula, like maybe again we can just like hold the line. Contracts does a nice job of like buying time here, but I think that if there's a world where we have everyone on Contracts, like when he dies, we do get Inspired another reset for free. And I think him not being there was a big deal. NRG 3-0 dig. I don't know. I think that one's just going to go to 5. I for whatever godforsaken reason, I actually favor dig. Because I think dig just... NRG is better at early game, but NRG will also throw. So... Alright, Palafox flashes in and cooks him. Maybe if Masu doesn't try and set up the E, it's big. Also, I'll be honest. I think if Masu flashes here, I do think Palafox dies. I think Masu should have flashed here. Yeah, if Masu flashes, Palafox is dead as fuck. So, and we get a reset. I think Masu should have flashed. Okay. I think FlyQuest were a little bit split and didn't play their lines here. Dude, watching Juves. Look at this man. He's firing up the boys. I would have liked it. I actually wish that Juves at some point in time would have gotten like the reins of a team. I think Juves can. Oh, Masu got chased off and died. That's bad. Nice bad flash from Masu actually. Okay, that's bad. I would like to see Juves get control of the team. I think highly of Juves. Yeah, I think the issue with NR, like, I don't think Hui's like been fantastic or anything. I think the quality of their solo laners are just, it was really good in that one split, and it's not really been the same since. INT also felt less competitive this split. I think they were they're still somewhat competitive, but there was much better spring than summer. Nice W. Really appreciate how we waited out the alley ult. Really nice. Sorry, we're going over that 3-0 after this. I don't know why Busio's mid here. Yeah, I think Busio wasted some time here. If Busio comes straight to this play, actually, like now, I actually think that there's an angle where they can be here. Is that just game? Okay, that's game. GG's. Yeah, not much else to say. GG's. All right, good game, NRG. That was good. Game Fui. All right, change up our sides and changed up bans a little bit. Banning out Ivan. Lily ban from NRG, which opens up Ashe. So it is insta Ashe slam from Masu, and Masu was fantastic this game. So Ashe slams, Renekton and Ziggs. Azir, I will say Ziggs is really efficient this game so far. We blind Bard. I will say Bard is nice in the Ziggs, just having the E from Bard to get away from some of the setups from Ziggs. It is actually quite nice. I consider it a soft counter that, and you know, being able to set up with ours. Leona then taken for Hui still. We used to like Leona's worse this game. It's harder for Leona to play into this, right, than it was last game. Corky Vi. I guess they just don't want to give like Vi Leona Ziggs. That's fair. And then no Corky. I mean, honestly, if I'm NRG, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't grab Corki here. Because I feel like they have Leo, not Rel. Like, you have options. Like, I think Leo's highest prio, but I think looking back, I would have preferred to see a Corki grabbed here for Palafox. Regardless, he finds Zeri for the replacement pick. And then it is Darius Sedge and 5-pick Nid. I don't really know what to say about the Nid. I think I want Maokai here. I think Maokai just like gets you get to you're like Maokai gets value into these guys, and you can get overwhelmed by this, but Maokai is really good at peeling too. I feel like you have ways to like long range engage, play off these two. And I think Maokai's fine. I would have kind of preferred Maokai. I mean, either that or Brands. Where was Brands? Brand is so lit here. Like you're a little bit vulnerable to getting picked. Actually, okay, no, hold on. You're really vulnerable to getting picked. Maybe not Brand. Like playing against Sedge and Ash is hard. I mean, I don't know. I will say Tread's pretty good here for NRG. I would have still kind of been down for a Brand. I'll be honest. I think Brand's just kind of OP. Also, don't think Xin Zhao is terrible this game, but I think Zin's been a little bit forgotten about. I'll be honest. Slime Tristana Lucian, are we then on Zeri? Ziggs mid. I mean, if you put the Ziggs mid, I actually would have liked a Jhin. But understandable. Alright, so Bwipo is no TP, so no lane swap. I'm a little bit surprised that NRG didn't try any lane swaps because it is a 2 TP advantage for them. So you could have gotten a little bit creative with trying to shut down Darius, but nice from Busio. They used the War level 1 to like guarantee Prio. And quad perfect CS under turret too. That's actually that was really nice from quad. Three TPs. Yeah, I mean, like honestly though, like Maokai against Darius feels really good later on, especially like if you're gonna take phase rush. Like phase rush Maokai would have gotten a lot of value this game. I have more LCS while I'm waiting for my LCS. Hell yeah. What's up, Ray guy? All right, Sudoku pulled the wave. Bwipo's walking back. He still has the wave coming into him overall. He's going to be down a little bit next P, though, so I think that's like when and where contracts should look. Good word here from Bwipo. It's understanding the timer. It wasn't mirrored clear this game. Yeah, he's going to get around the ward. Good job. This is all really good. Okay. I mean, can we not just go now? Like, can we not just, like, get apprehended and, like, try and, like, auto flash on him? Oh. I mean, well played. I think this is disgustingly played. I guess Doko doesn't have a base yet, so if anything, like, we want to wait for a base, that's another thing. Doko hasn't shopped, and he's on D-Shield, so I really don't think they kill Darius even right here. Like, I appreciate the attempt at a look, but I don't even think I don't think they kill him. No, I don't. I think if he does that, like, it doesn't work, honestly. I really don't. I don't know if they get him here. Like, Doko's yet to base. He's on D-Shield and half health. I don't love that scenario. But now Inspired's up a camp, so he's up a level. And yeah, he's going to get in here and, like, try and fuck around. Nice. So it grubs for Drake. Nice from Busio. Yeah, again, we're getting out of Zig shit. Then Inspired's going to go play for the red. There's a ward. It's spotted. So Blippo gets the wave in. He can rotate back over. This is all spotted for Inspired still. Busio's coming on up. And Palafox catches the arrow, which is honestly, I mean, it is a little unlucky. Contracts gets the red, but Dokla has to come down. So Dokla's losing more because the wave crashed, so it's shoving away from Dokla. Blippo's going to get up there. It's even. Nice arrow from Masu. Masu and Busio, this is probably their best game of the series. I thought they were still okay, even in game 2. I just think that Dokla, I think the top side kind of gapped. Like, Dokla contracts gapped a little bit. I thought the first take from Blippo and Inspire was quite bad. Like, they kind of flipped the game on that level 6 gank. Dokla got level 6 on a creep where I don't think Blippo was expecting it. Phage really big for Blippo in this matchup. Alright, so we're going up top again. Inspired's behind, though. He's doing a nice job of buying time for Inspired. But Hui is also up here. Alright, so it's a lot invested, and it's off the lane swap. So NRG... I do appreciate this from NRG. I feel like other teams are starting to take notes of some of the stuff that TL is doing. So they get bot in. They send Ziggs mid. So then Zeri can catch this wave bot. And then they send the bot lane top. Go to the album. We play albums in here. I also really like how Quad and Masu respond, by the way. They're waiting to see where the Ziggs is, but they still have to drop that wave. So then they make the play off this. That's actually really good from both of these teams, I will say. I appreciate what NRG is doing because they're using the Zig shove to make all this happen. So they play all of it off of Ziggs, which is really good. Again, it's actually like really good. Busio is smurfing this. Respect. Well played. Very well played. So they're dropping grubs. It's going to be 3 grubs to 3 grubs, but Inspired's going to still keep on farm. They can't play the grubs because Darius is dead. And they at least get something elsewhere, and Quad's fed as fuck. So I think that sequence from both of our teams is quite good, actually. I'll give each team credit. Yeah. No, Busio played it really well. It's much riskier to solo. I'd rather have the ult invested. NRG swaps back, though. Or no, they're going to keep 6 mid. Sorry, I'm trolling. I saw Hui. Ziggs walking down. Yeah, I'd rather have him donate it, though. Let's get gold into our Azir. It's a better play. Yeah. For sure. If it's solo queue, I'm taking it, you know. Interesting. So FlyQuest actually don't want this dragon fight. We're going to play out of this. But they spot everyone at NRG, so they're going to cut them off. They're going to kill mid and then go top. Wow. I don't know how much I like this. Nice from FBI. I mean, we do funnel quad. Wow, okay. I mean, I think this is tough, though. Like, we're using a TP to make a rotation. Then we need to send 2 bot to try and catch. We do trade, like, we're up tempo on the play as quad. But still a TP used. And now we can... Oh, it was... Dokla's TP was stopped. Ends up being really big. I don't know how I feel about the series of events, honestly. I mean, look, definitively out of it, like, FlyQuest are up gold, but it was traded out for a dragon. It's just that we burn a TP for this. Like, is a TP necessary? I mean, they're really funneling quad. They're really funneling quad. Yeah, they should be punished. I mean, NRG only has 1 TP too. FBI is just coming back up, but... Dokla lost his on that play. I do think that where Dokla TP'd wasn't the best. Like... Hold on. He did walk over a ward, and he's like, just TP's on the wave. He doesn't have to be, like, he doesn't have to cross this wall and look mid. Mid's already a dead play. He can walk out and actually make this happen. So that is an oops. There was no play mid. He's looking there to make sure that Sej finds no play either, but FBI killed the wave, so if he backs off, it's fine. There aren't good answers into Azir this game, so it'd be good to funnel him. Ziggs is a pretty good answer. You just have to play at range. So Bwipo's going to flash, be close to the turret. And he gets 1. And the 1v3. So, good job, Bwipo. Darius mechanics. I mean, that's a lot invested. And now we have to TP to respawn the top. Because Nid's catching top. I mean, I just think this plays late. Bwipo goes to kill the wave. I mean, I do want to give Bwipo credit for this. He actually did a lot to kill the wave here. And he gets Hui's flash. Like, he really did a lot to stall this out. I do think that, if anything, we need an insta-TP top here. Because, like, we hit the recalls. And then we TP as Palafox. Also, like, all of our wave clear was gone. So, I think the real issue, actually, for NRG is here. Dokla should be the one on this wave. They should not send FBI here. They need to send FBI back mid. Why is... Yeah, if they want to make this play, it should be Dokla here, not FBI. FBI should be the one on mid. So I think NRG fucked up this rotation too. It can happen right here. Yeah, FBI has to keep on wave clearing. Also, like, he has an ult. So we can throw the ult towards top too. So I think FBI and Palafox both being here is what really kills it, especially FBI being here. So honestly, a good window from FlyQuest to drop the Herald. Given that the play for NRG was already done, so the rest of this is a dead play. Yeah, they focus way too hard on it. Oh, wow. And then they're going to punish NRG. So they're catching mid. I mean, Dokko's showing mid. They know Dokko doesn't have TP still. And they see Poke's top. This is really nice. I really appreciate this play from FlyQuest, actually. Really good use of tempo. Good flash from Palafox, but they still get a kill. And the camp. They should be able to get out with Busio. Firstborn unicorn. Hardcore softborn. Notice how the arrow goes through the choke. Good stuff. I mean, it's not crazy. It's just NRG made a really bad rotation and FlyQuest just punished it really well. I don't think it's that crazy. I think the FlyQuest did a nice job of punishing. They should get credit, but that's quite bad putting Palafox and FBI in the same lane. And well played to Blippo on stalling so much time. That was big. Arrow was good, yeah. Masu played really well this game. Masu and Busio both played really. This next arrow is disgusting. So the stun from Busio is really good. And then watch this one. Masu. That's pixel perfect, guys. It finds contracts in the back. That's so fucking good. And Busio also hits it. And then this TP sucks. Busio kills himself for his magical journey. I mean, yeah. I just, like, we're throwing everything in the Sejuani here, and we don't have any prio. So, I don't like this play. Ziggs is catching. Also, like, FBI doesn't... Like, where FBI TP'd is where Dokko should have TP'd too, I think. Like, regardless, I think it's just a dead play. Alright, this is where I think Dokko, like... I guess they don't play for Drake. Alright, they're just fucked. Just bad. Just a bad take. They scout this, by the way. They scout contracts. They didn't see Huey. Busio's up 2 levels. Quite nice. Just really well played by Busio and Masu. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, they get caught and try and make a play out of it. That's very true. Oceans pass me by. Oh, Cubby, I wonder, what do you think the series scoreline is going to be for this weekend? I'll cover that after my VoD reviews. Yeah, Masu has been smurfing. That arrow was really nasty. I'm telling you guys, quad on mages is so lit. Quad's the future. I think this guy's good, man. The NACL players, like, actually thought he was the fucking, like, Banjo of the league, man. He was just the fucking kaiju in the mid lane. Every NACL player was, like, Quad was, like, actually, like, EU teams going up against G2, you know? Quad was the G2 of Challengers League. He's a good player. Hmm. Really nice pick again from Busio. Like, Blippo cooked some, but the setup from Busio was quite good. Busio plays this fight really nicely, actually. Like, that's such a good cue. And the auto on the Doko is really clean. Hits a... that was Masu era? Okay. And this is really nice, too. Really, really well played. Really well played. And the Ziggs is mid with them. I just think, like, with Ziggs, you have to be more disciplined and really hit your timers. Also, Ziggs mid's a bit different. I like Ziggs mid because, like, you are a mage, so you scale really hard off levels. So I do think getting Ziggs levels and funneled is really big. Even that arrow from Masu is, like, pretty good. Yeah, the reach these guys have with, like, the Brad comp or Bardley comp, too. Side dating against Ziggs 80 carry is important. Well, I mean, that's what TL does get Ziggs insides, right? Like, just you got to balance out, like, when you support the lane to take turrets or when you have to leave Ziggs to get your shit. Not too much to talk about here, guys. I don't really get this TP from Palafox. It was on a ward. And then Blippo just gets the group. So it was a nada.
Holy shit, he's hot!
What's up, Zach? Thanks for the prime. Very nice to you, man. Hope everything's going well at Miami as the kiddos have moved in. You guys get your year going. Quid Nashor's Yasuo. Is Tom the Challengers games with Nashor's Yasuo? What's the idea behind that? What's his E ratio like? First early move-in day, 12-hour shifts. Nice to have everyone back. Yeah. Nice. I was in RA, man. Those are busy. His E ratio is good. I don't know. Pobe said it's bad. I mean, we're fucking cooking with that one. That's all I'll say. All right, there's not much else to go through this game. I mean, guys, we didn't even get Blippo. Unlucky. Sterax got Blippo. All right, nice. GG's FlyQuest. All right, game 4. At the almost the halfway mark of our VoD review, given how fast the last series is. But that's for the stream, not for the YouTube VoD. So, you know, I'm keeping you awake, YouTube VoD. That's false right there. Game 4. It's the happiest residents will be before the academic stress comes to crashing. Yeah. Vern first pick. So we're taking away the Azir. So we're... Wow, FlyQuest has a lot of prio at Azir. I will say Palafox Azir is fine too. And they banned out LeBlanc, which is a little bit of a tip that you might look for Azir. Renekton, Leona. Rumble MF. I mean, pretty good setup. I should say we need more setup. I was a bit surprised that personally, I do not want to give Blippo Renekton. I think Blippo's Renekton is still really good. Triss got nerfed really hard. Not only did her Q get nerfed to like now cost mana, so you just can't spam it, but it also like they took away her base attack speed, which really fucked her. She's kind of a numbers champ, so yeah, I favor the FlyQuest setup so far. I think that like the big thing for me is there's nothing yet that can pick Lilia, and Lilia in like I mean, they're going to find stuff that's good in Lilia later on, right? But Lilia into this is actually fine. And I think we're picking Lilia a little bit later in drafts, which is good. So, like, the only thing we're really scared of this game is Lilia is really Rel. And then eating an Ivern Q. But even eating an Ivern Q isn't that bad. Lilia interacts pretty well with everything else. We have a really good setup for Lilia. Like, we have winning top. We can create a lot of space. We have a buddy that can go in. 2 buddies that can go in. And then we have the late game insurance. So NRG are on a clock, and they don't have the most setup for Rumble. I didn't love the Vern. I don't love the Vern first pick. I do like Vern Rel. I think that you do have a lot of strength early here for NRG, but you lose sides later on. And if Renekton gets ahead on Rumble early, then it can be really tough. I also really like Renekton and Smolder on the same team. What other jungler they should go? I just don't like first pick Vern. I think it does open the door for an inspired Lilia. He's a very good Lilia player. I do like the contracts Vern. It's going to be a contested pick. But I feel like Vern Rumble's a weird pairing. Why not Maokai? What, for FlyQuest? I think first pick Maokai, you're in the same scenario. And then you end up first picking Maokai. If you get Renekton then you're going to be down. Okay, I find this interesting. FlyQuest are opting the lane swap. Because we're not showing bot yet. A lot of trading mid. They're trying to get Doko off XP. This is kind of weird. Busio's mid. No one's bot. Busio's just going to go soak with Whippo. Wow. I mean, Doko gets the whole wave now. This was weird. Yeah, this is kind of weird. I get wanting to zone off Rumble. I think that the early lane for each lanes for FlyQuest isn't the best. Just an awkward solution to me. I honestly don't know what I think about this. Also, Inspired didn't take his full bot side. Nice by Quad. Did he have info here? Oh, that ward died. Wow, that's actually really big from Quad. Yeah, it just died. Wow. He's able to get out. That's big. Maybe we can be a little bit more patient here as NRG, but... Blippo's gonna go back bot? Okay. I mean... I'm just gonna see how this plays out. I don't know what I like here. I don't mind really trying to starve out the Rumble. I really don't. I don't like what Hui does either here. I feel like the move... It's kind of hard to dive with Ivern. I think the FlyQuests are kind of abusing that. Like, it'd have to be like 3 top to dive. I don't know if we can dive Blippo if we bring Ivern, you know? I think that's what we're abusing. Alright, so they know Ivern's on top side. That's nice. Lucy has yet to base, so that's actually useful. So we just gotta stay. I mean, it's only down socks, but... What the fuck went on this game? I mean, I in the end, because Blippo gets this wave for free, I think this is my big thing. This is my conclusion. I don't think Blippo should be able to get this next wave for free bot. I mean, like honestly, I want Palafox to like TP back. All right, guys, I'm gonna get really weird here. Disconnected RNG is. Rel is engaging in Arnian River. Okay, well, that's kind of getting a little bit far ahead of ourselves. This is what I want our NRG to do. I want NRG, unironically. I want Palafox to TP and kill this next wave, and then just go bot. And then just 4-man the Croc. I think that with mid-prio and like with a 4-man, I don't think Croc should be allowed to get this wave. I think this next wave that's coming in bot should be super illegal for Blippo to get. Like instead we play for this is the first crab for contracts. And contracts like does have some free time. Like, we're going to TP back. Mid's in kind of a held spot. Instead, we have contracts play for denying wraps. But, like, Blippo gets this whole wave for free. And I don't like that. Because now, like, we're ahead of Dokla. We're down a TP, but we're ahead. And then Dokla has to TP back down here. Okay, no, he's going to walk. Dokla's up a TP. But, like, Blippo gets the base after this wave. He's Croc. He's 5. He gets to murk the wave. Okay, he doesn't base. Okay, no, he does base. Yeah, like, I feel like... FlyQuest are like kind of down XP, but they did cheat. Like, they're somewhat even in a game where I think they lose both sides. Early on, like both bot and top. And by doing this like weird ass swap, they at least were able to kind of get their carries like... I feel like their carries are in a better spot than if they played neutral. Even though like I can't... The swap was like just kind of weird. Like I haven't really seen anything like this. And I'm trying to figure out like the logic. Like for me, the logic is we're going to try and deny Rumble. But like no dive ever came onto the Rumble. To props to contracts, like he's up here to hover, but we were like, okay, we're gonna get Renekton and everything, so we're just trading to get Renekton and Rumble relatively even. Which again, that's Renekton being ahead of where he should be at this point of the game, right? Like Renekton being even with Rumble after 3 waves is ahead of where we should be. And it's like, okay, can we starve Rumble again? Well, no, because Inspired's like on his full clear. Managing these swaps since Rumble has TP. You mean NRG should get an advantage? Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think that letting Blippo get this wave for me was the mistake. I think Blippo should be dead as fuck on this wave. And Palafox, like he TP'd back, like he's hovering north. I think that Palafox should have been the first guy to TP, and he should have used that wave. Like so for me, Palafox TP's second here, right? He's holding these creeps. I want Palafox to kill these creeps and TP back as well. I legitimately think that Quad is getting an early TP. Like, it's good for him because A, he has fucking nothing in this scenario. But B, by him getting here first, he's actually defending his bot lane. If NRG sends 4 bot right now, Whippo should die with no TP, and then their game is good. I think it's really illegal that Blippo is able to pick this up, especially with Inspired like being spotted on a bot to top clear. Instead, we play for 1 camp for contracts. Kill the Croc. Take his waves away. If you send 4, he's dead. They even had Hui hovering here to help, you know? But Palafox is late in the TP. So again, if this TP is synced, this next wave is in. Corki kills the wave at level 5. With a hover from Hui, and then you 4-man bot right fucking now. Like, this was the timer for me that NRG missed. I think what they got instead, it was just not worth it at all. If Croc dies on that wave, I think this whole curveball that FlyQuest threw at them ends up being good for NRG. How do you translate that knowledge for the future? This is when it's important to talk, like, in advance in the game state, like, within teams. Like, when I'm looking back at this VoD, if I'm a coach, it's like, guys, Renekton TP to get bot. He crashed the wave. The next wave, we should be talking about all the ways that we should kill him. Like, everything that we have should be used to kill Renekton. That's literally the most advantageous play that they could have. Because then if Renekton's dead on that wave, they can rotate to, like, again, get their bot lane up top because they'd have prio. They killed the bot lane. The only options for FlyQuest then are to dive Dokla. And then also, like, if NRG swaps like they do here, they're at Grubs first, which they end up doing. Like, you'd be proactively swapping with MF, and MF, like, if all goes well, there's a kill, at least onto Crocs. The Crocs further behind, you put Rumble isolated bot, and it's fine. Like, talking ahead in advance, like, this play, I'm talking about the play here, this wave. This should be recognized here. Like, as Bwipo, like, once we see Bwipo, guys, we want to kill Bwipo. And once we see him, Contract should be like, okay, like, go bot. Palafox, I think, also needs to recognize, like, the proactive TP. His wave is unironically really bad. Also, I find it interesting that Quad is going for the Miramana Smolder. Triforce Miramana. So he's pretty much just playing Corki. Like, he's playing to match Corki, and when he gets to 225, he's just more effective. Corki does abuse these items better than Smolder, but Triforce Miramana is not bad on Smolder by any means. And then I think it's like Shojin third or BT third. Just to get Vamp. Anyway. NRG, like, have small leads. I just think that, like, their Gambit early, like, the FlyQuest Gambit early should have been punished. They actually are in even states, and, like, bot and top is, like, kind of minute leads for NRG, and that's really beneficial for FlyQuest given the draft. I'm super chill with, like, where everything's at. And the Grubs for me are more of a deny than, like, a pro, because I think the biggest difference in how we can use Grubs is going to be Renekton, hopefully later on. All right, so we're just kind of chilling again now. I mean, anytime we can chill, it's going to benefit the Lilia. We didn't talk about scaling. I really prefer FlyQuest scaling this game. I think the NRG really needs to blow up this game in mid-game. And it's got to be through like a fat rail plays. Good cover here from Busio. Okay. I think the cover here from Busio is good. The roam down after is not. We get caught going for a ward that we can't go for. He didn't flash the Q and gets Also, the flash is bad. All right, this is bad from Busio. I know he's trying to pop Aftershock, but if he flashes over the wall here, he's fine. So that's honestly pretty bad play. Say pretty bad play. All right, that's bad. My goat, no! Yeah, that was not good. It's fine. Sometimes you have to int to win, all right? You take the good with the bad sometimes at support. Unironically, I definitely have a Hellas Sang mentality when it comes to support players. I'm okay with support griefing as long as you make good plays overall. Fuck you, double lifts. Toxic towards your old teammates that you hand selected and were high on. It's fun. Quad getting caught here is poor. There's nothing to play for on this top side, so I think quad hovering top side here is just bad. I don't know why he's hovering top. I know Palafox is but he's flashless and he's hovering his weak side. So nice from NRG. I actually, one thing I did appreciate from NRG is that I feel like they're always getting their bot first places, and they got outside of game one where their bot lane going first somewhere ended up hurting them. It was a big pro for them in this match. All right, so they get 6 grubs. 6 grubs always going to be a little bit significant. See how many points they can get in the next minute. Yeah, I mean, they just overload top. Whippo does a nice job of killing this wave, though. Really good. Good flash from Dokla. No TPs, so then Busio's just left to cook. It's now about how much can we get outside of this. Yeah, I mean, again, if Busio didn't lose his flash on that last play, like whoever takes Tower Aggro here, they get flash queued and probably die. That R is not too hot either. It didn't stop Doklo. Nice side step from Doklo, but still. I mean, again, Blippo at least kills a lot of time here. Like, they can't overstay for too many plates. There's only like 2 waves where they get a lot of bonus gold from having 6 grubs, so they do get 2 kills here. It's not bad. But again, like the scaling here is really, really good for FlyQuest, so as long as they kill time, it's actually okay. And they're getting quad shit, and yeah, it's actually like, it's not good by any means, but it's actually like not brutally terrible. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Inspired gets a lot from this play. Like, look at Inspired's CS from... Like, he actually gets the entire bot side of NRG from that, which is quite good. Nice from Blippo. Good hover here from Busio, too. Busio is actually playing for it. Respect. That all from Hui was hilarious. I actually laughed out loud when I saw that one. NRG not... I mean, I think they're still losing out. This might be a hot take, by the way. I do think that Blippo should not have hit this wave, but it's Blippo, so we're going to hit the wave. Like, we weren't going to commit on Palafox. He doesn't have a TP, so like he's assuming that he's on reset, but I actually think the stay here was quite good. Like, Inspired was just spotted leaving bot side. Oh, actually, not spotted, but assumed. Because we have Hui spotting out the camps. Like, he sees that everything's gone. So they know Inspire was just on bot side, right? So I think there's Blippo not respecting the fact they have the knowledge. Because by like that logic for NRG, Inspired can't be at this play. So I think that's why Palafox is not resetting. Is Corki like massively accelerated though? Like, quad next base is going to be on about the same amount of gold. Given like the plates and the solo XP that he's picking up bot side. And then we have the overstay. So Busio, the hover top doesn't pay off, but this one does. And this was an overstay. NRG used the vast majority of their sums to get that pick top. Playing for the red buff was poor. Also, I will say this timer, like if you're not playing to get Rift, which they can't, given that Palafox has yet to reset for like the longest fucking time, it's really not that good. These kills are really not that good for NRG. I really think that Palafox like has to reset, and they should sack Rift and play for a bot. Like the best play that could happen is that they pick up top with FBI, and then they sack everything else, sack Rift, and then go play for bot outer next. So playing for this for me is really troll. It's really troll. In my Clash teams, lol. All right. If there was ever a game for Collector Jhin, it's probably against this comp. I'll be honest. We're going shreds for Leona Lilia, and no one's going to build armor for a while. It's okay. It's only Palafox. It's fine. That's going to fall. Biggest fall off, which player would get it? Sadly, Palafox, because I thought very highly of Palafox last summer. So I think Palafox from a year ago to now is quite different. Yeah. It's too bad. He was playing really, really well last summer. I hope this isn't Jensen's last year. I hope not either. AD mid meta. I don't think it's a ton. I don't know. Like he's been a quirky player in the past. I just think he's not as good. Like this is bad. Like this path to Felk is like bad. Like legitimately bad. Why would you take that path north and then walk down like that? Like and Velk? Like I don't know. It's weird. It's too bad too, because like the series events and NRG are quite good. They're sacking top. They took mid outer. They chunk quad. MF went a build that for me, like, I like this MF build. I don't think ER is like, you know, necessary. It's nice to have full mana, but yeah, I just this is bad from Palafox. Like we just don't need to do this. Like he killed the control ward. He could just walk down and not W and get the wave, but he Ws and yeah. Nice TP from Blippo. He had top all the way in, so it's pretty big. We went Poby and Reckless and FBI. I feel like this team could beat. Oh my god, Nox Paragon. We are memeing. We have to be memeing. All right, quad gets the turret. I mean, this is really big for FlyQuest. Um, this is the big Blippo play. Yeah, Blippo played this so fucking well. I mean, again, we are in a 4v5 state. So the Q misses from contracts and Hui doesn't peel. I don't know what Hui's doing here, actually. That walk is really weird for me. Like, walking down like that, because it pretty much just gives up FBI. It is an IC from Inspired. And then the cleanse is really late. I'm surprised that we don't have a cleanse here. And then Blippo saved the W, so the bullet time just gets insta-canceled, and there's really no damage on NRG. Because Palafox isn't here. He can't be here. Doko doesn't have setup for his equalizer. Which is also, like, it's saved. And, yeah, this game just turns. And again, like, FlyQuest scaling is much better. It's so weird to me that, like, Hui doesn't find a W, though, onto Blippo. And then this is just really good. Like, it's really good from Blippo, but the lack of peel on the Croc was kind of weird to me. Yeah, the cleanse is really late. That sequence was indeed weird. I mean, that kind of, like, we've seen that a lot, though, from NRG this split. You know? It's not the first time we've seen a weird sequence like that from them. Yeah, it is quite bad. And again, like, Smolder is at 191, which is not terrible. Saving his mid? You mean his AD? Even if he did, though, can't be broken by Croc. Viewers on. Good idea. Why do you think our support pool dropped so much? Feels like it's been the weakest role we had in a minute. I think support is a role that, like, you actually benefit a lot from knowledge and playing for a long time. I mean, like, that's like the unspoken thing about, like, the role swaps is we're taking people that, oh, they have good hands. It's like, no, they've also been playing for quite a few years and have a better view on the game as a whole. Ivern did not have Mikhail's that past fight, I believe. Give me a sec. I will go back and look. No, he does not. Also, he did shield FBI there, by the way. You can see he shielded FBI. Like, it's on him. Yeah. Right there. So, like, some of the older supports just, like, fell off or, you know, decided to retire or step back. So, yeah. I think that's actually part of it. And he could have shielded Corky. Bro, Corky's not here. Corky was dead. Huh. Oh, we've already reviewed these games, I see. Watermelon sugar high. I mean, I know it's 2k gold for Corky, but once you hit 225 on Smolder, it really doesn't matter. Also, like, I feel like support pool's actually been... I don't think it's been as bad as people have made it out to be. It's just the role where, like, you are going to look bad at times. Like, people, like, actually have to accept that, like, you're going to look bad on support at times, and it's okay. You play with the least amount of stats in the game. You are going to look bad. There are some games where, like, the only way to play from behind is to try and go for, like, 2 for 2s or 3 for 3s. Like, sometimes you have to start, you know? Like, people have to, like, kind of accept that. So I think there's, like, just a harsh view on supports. I do think this fight... Okay, this fight is actually really funny. The Inspired, like, gets caught on comms, like, you know, Boost, if you don't step up, I'm like, fucking running it. He's so right for this. Unironically, he's so right. Like, if Busio isn't just, like, being a distraction, then Lilia is going to run at this game. Yeah, nice engage from Hui. It prevents Busio from getting Palafox for free because this TP was a little bit ballsy. And Quad is a little bit far off from this fight. He doesn't have TP. He was going for top wave, so... I actually appreciate the start from NRG again. I think that they need to force a little bit this game. The Rumble ult is fine from Dokla, which is, I mean, good. Then Blippo's trying to take up space. Inspired has a really nice fight here. Yeah, it's a really nice fight from Inspired. Good job on Blippo to take up space, and really nice from Inspired, too. Quad getting stacks as well. This helps. I don't mind NRG starting this. I think they do have to force. So let's see how NRG can play this better. I actually really think it's all Blippo. Like, Blippo taking up the space, FBI gets kind of fucked here. And then his ult is not good. FBI's ult could have been better here. I didn't see his E. Yeah, I mean, I think the FBI's got to ult Quad. I know that Quad has E. Yeah, I think this was a little off. I also think NRG should bail. I will give Blippo credit, though. Blippo bought a lot of space here. Like, Blippo actually played this fight really, really well. They did use everything on Leona. Leona global taunt was unreal there. Blippo did play the fight really well, though. It was indeed Leona global taunt. Blippo save stun for MF ult 2. Potentially. Regardless, he does a really nice job of taking up space here. Like, he keeps MF back. He then zones Palafox off, like he gets out. Nah. No. He's stunned. Yes, this is the fight. We're Inspired, like, he's like, Boosie, you gotta step up or else I'm griefing. I mean, he is right, though. They have 2 sweepers. I was surprised about this. Because, like, when that sweeper spot, like, they have a pink ward here, so they have vision, but I do think that they should have... sorry, sweepers, blue trinkets. They should have blue trinketed this. So I was a little bit surprised if FlyQuest didn't. Like, Busio does go in, but he's got to walk in here. Like, Busio has to eat it here. By waiting, like, it's too late. So Inspire's right. Inspire's real for that one. But again, I don't blame NRG for forcing because Quad's hitting 225 here in like a fight and a half. I think he hits it at the back half of this fight. It's not a bad Rumble ult from Dokla. I could have been like a wee bit better, but I'm not going to complain about it, honestly. Really nice flash from Masu, but then Quad cleans up with Blippo, who again plays this very well. Quad spaces this outstanding, by the way. Yeah, really, really good spacing from Quad. Really well played. Fight seems weird. All they want is roll engage, double R, but they're not in sync. I agree. I think Blippo's angle is good, so it makes it so it's not a one-sided fight. It's like FBI never can get a free R off, which is good. Also, his R is down. Like, FBI just wasn't able to play this fight, really. Yeah, Blippo again had a really nice fight. Guys, Renekton. Some power in Renekton. Especially if we're going to play MF comps. I know that, like, we saw how good Croc was into MF this time around, but MF, like, is lower damage outside of R, and Blippo has a lot of ways to, like, play around that, so he shielded himself. Oops. It's an oops. You're not wrong. So again, FlyQuest to get another Drake off that, I believe, in the back half. Oh no, they already had that Drake. I'm trolling. Yeah, they got the Drake before in the other fight replay. This was actually kind of an oopsie, I think, from FlyQuest, in a way. The Stride Breaker to proc this, by the way, is pretty clean. Palafox was not expecting that, and he got 100%ed, pretty much. So it puts them on the back foot. Really well played by Blippo. As we started to see a lot more Stride Breaker Renekton. Dude, Blippo, every time I see FlyQuest and Blippo get the Croc, I'm just like, why would you ever let this guy in this team get Croc? I really, like, these guys play Renekton so well. I really think this team plays Renekton well. I really want to see FlyQuest against TL. I don't know if we're going to see it, but I want to see it at some point just to see. I think TL plays the best into Croc. Like, they play the Croc circle the best in the league. Like, they play the most answers into it. Like, Impact's ready to play like, every answer into it. I think they play it really well. Themselves, too. I mean, Impact's Croc is Impact's Croc, right? But, man, every time I see Blippo play Croc, he gets so much out of this champ. I mean, Inspired is distracting, too. I don't know how this happened. This got a little bit sloppy. Zokla finds a pretty big chunk. But, like, again, Blippo's on the back line. QSS was off from Palafox. Unlucky. And we're split. And Busio is able to throw himself in here. And it's chill. Good W. See why teams pick it so often. I do not get the Croc hate. I think Croc has like actually been really, really strong and brings a lot of consistent variables to your team. Yeah, it was kind of a bad end of the split. Or end of the series for NRG. So I think once we get an evolve on Smolder, it's GG's. Pretty much. And that is it. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in the VoD review. NRG versus FlyQuest. That's a long one. If you're on the stream, we have 100 Thieves versus Dignitas coming right back up. But if you're not on the stream and you're on YouTube, thanks so much for tuning in. Feel free to drop a like, comment, and or a sub. And make sure to follow me everywhere on Cubby XX. Your supports help me get partner on YouTube, which is huge. So appreciate all of you for that. We'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.